Weekly BCFC player profiles are sponsored by the Robertson Braun Group Remax Kelowna. Thinking real estate in Kelowna? Think Blake Roberts and Marlene Braun. For more information, call 250-212-2888 or 250-878-5242. Time now for your weekly BCFC player profile. This week we are profiling Langley Rams kicker Tiernan Docherty. We talked to the Richmond native about his experience so far with the Langley Rams, how he got into football, his time with the BC Lions, and how he works with kicking guru and three-time Grey Cup Most Valuable Canadian Don Sweet. Tiernan, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
First, just want to congratulate you on being BCFC's Special Teams Player of the Week for Week 2. You had a 50-yard field goal and also broke the Langley Rams record for longest punt with a 78-yard bomb. Do you remember the last time you had a 78-yard punt in a game?
No, not in a game, actually. I didn't punt too much in college, but yeah, that's definitely my longest that I can remember. But I mean, I got to give it to myself. I had a little bounce there to help me out.
For people who don't know you, you just finished playing for Simon Fraser University the past 4 years, kicking for them, and then recently going to BC Lions camp. Take us through the process of ending up with Langley this season.
Yeah, no, it was tough. It was an interesting off season, actually, because usually you have up until August before training camp. But, I mean, there was a lot of training going on for the combine, obviously, prepping for the different events, and then it was into a couple workouts and just staying fresh, just waiting for the call. And then when I got the call, it was a couple days into camp, and I just had to meet the team up there and went 2 weeks up there, learned a lot, kind of got familiar where I need to be as a player. And then, yeah, it was a couple weeks off. I was just kind of getting my head around things, waiting to see if any other teams were going to call. And then, yeah, Langley was my best bet. I just started working here, so got a new place. So, I mean, it was just the best situation for me.
You are a Richmond native that comes from a very sports-oriented family. Your dad was a FIFA referee, your uncle played for the Whitecaps, and you had another uncle that caddied on the PGA Tour. Lots of sports to choose from. What led you to football?
Yeah, well, I mean, growing up, I played everything: lacrosse, basketball, volleyball, like basically everything. And I think that would help me become a good all-around athlete. And then when it translated into kicking, I mean, kind of a position and a skill not too many people work on. So with my athletic background, I was always able to kick a ball pretty far, just being able to fine-tune that and work on it to become a skill that I could get a scholarship for and play at the next level. So I just kind of stuck with it, but I still play other sports all the time. I mean, I'm just a huge sports fan. Everything growing up, just being around my uncles and my dad, it was just everything sports. So it definitely helped me get to where I am.
You are mentored by legendary CFL kicker Don Sweet from high school till this day. What has that experience been like for you?
Yeah, it was actually a funny story when I first started with Don. It was actually my uncle. He knew Sean White's uncle, who was Don's best friend, and they got in contact, and my uncle kind of just said, hey, my nephew can kick, like, can we link him up? And then I did, and then Don saw something, I guess, so we just continued to work all throughout college. He was our kicking consultant at SFU, and in the summer times, we were working 2-3 times a week. And I basically, everything I have and all my successes, I owe to him, because he basically mentored me and kind of guided me to get here just mentally. He's a great coach. I mean, all the guys in the CFL that fly out to train with him before they go out to their camps. So clearly he has a proven track record. And yeah, just being able to have him as an outlet is the best thing I can have right now.
Now, getting back to your new team, the Langley Rams, I know you've only been there with the team for about a month, but how's that experience been with the Langley Rams organization?
No, it's great. I mean, they've taken care of me a lot, and I mean, the guys there, everyone's intended on becoming the same team in order to achieve our goals, and I think that's really important. The coaches are great there. Got a lot of passionate coaches: Sean Olson, Coach KJ, all the guys. Coach Friesen on special teams, and I mean, all the players are really welcoming, because it's kind of tough when I just kind of came in right before the season started, and they've welcomed me with open arms, and there's a lot of talented players, definitely.
Is there anything that has surprised you about the BCFC that you did not know before?
I'd never been to a lot of the cities. Like, I've never been to Langford, where West Shore is, and I mean, I've never seen how beautiful that stadium is. They had a packed house. It really was like a good night, and I never really experienced like the other teams. I think I've been to one Langley game, but I mean, all the other cities are gorgeous and good places to play for players. I know a lot of guys that I used to play with, they ended up playing the year of junior as well, and it helped them, and they also love playing in the league, and it's a really competitive league. There's a lot of good football players, and it'd be nice to see, more people coming out to the games to watch because, it really is a decent level of football.
Well said. Tiernan Docherty, kicker for the Langley Rams. Thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Weekly BCFC player profiles are sponsored by the Robertson Braun Group, Remax Kelowna. Thinking real estate in Kelowna? Think Blake Roberts and Marlene Braun. For more information, call 250-212-2888 or 250-878-5242.